Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Jonathan Coates, and in today's free training, I'm going to be showing you how to find the best and highest converting titles for your websites by simply doing some ethical spying on your competitors. And in turn, this is going to help you with your click-through rates. So we're going to be covering the titles and the meta description and all the different important elements when it comes to optimizing your web pages. So let's get into it. So let's talk about click-through rate and why it's so important and what is CTR in the first place. Okay, so the click-through rate, or the CTR, is the ratio of users who click on a specific link to the number of users who view that link on a web page or advertorial. So basically, for an example, if the link to your website shows in the search results 100 times, and out of that 100 times only 10 people actually click on it, then that means that you have a click-through rate of only 10%. And that's basically how it works. So let me tell you why this is so important. The click-through rate is the link that shows in the search results. And it's really important to Google because it shows to the search algorithms just how effective and reliable or helpful that website is. And it's a huge ranking boost because Google always tries to rely on human factors rather than machine factors, even though it may not seem that way. They want to use things like human usage, like how long a human has spent time on a website. So for example, if someone clicks on your link in the search results and they go to your page and they stay there for a long time, that shows to Google that your page is helpful. And in turn, Google's going to improve your rankings over time. And that's why click-through rate is so important, because obviously the better title that you have, the more click-throughs that you're going to get and the more people that you're going to attract. So the more folks that you have click on your link in the search results, the higher your chances in turn in ranking in the search engines. So as I said, click-through rate is a huge ranking factor in Google search results, and we must optimize our websites for it in order to rank further and higher. So let's actually talk about what affects our click-through rate in the first place. So there are three main things that we're going to focus on in this video. Now, there are more elements to include, but they're not really relevant and related right at this moment. And I'm going to talk about them a little bit briefly. But first, the first element that affects your click-through rate is your website's title in the search results. So that's why it's so important to have a catchy title with our key phrase and our keyword in it that's relevant and related to our target audience. And it's just enough, so it's not too long and it's not too short, because that's the first step in improving our click-through rate. Now, the second element is the website's description. So we're going to be talking about the meta description and what comes up underneath this URL. So when you're looking in the search results and you type in something, you see the website and then you see the description, like a little small description underneath the website's title. That's basically what we're talking about here. And the third element is the website's URL. So now in this case, we just want to make sure that we have our main key phrase or keyword in there, and then we'll be good on that. And that's going to actually give us a really high chance of ranking in the search engines. So these are the three things that affect our click-through ratios. Now, when it comes to those other things that I mentioned, stuff like stars, when it comes to e-commerce websites, they have like the stars in the search results. Those are something that really affects the click-through rates when it comes to those type of websites. So that's something that you can take a look at if you have an e-commerce website. It's the stars and the search results that really improves the click-through rate. And sometimes you want to rank your video in Google. So in that case, your thumbnail and your video title is really effective when it comes to the click-through ratio. So basically everything that people are going to see in the search results, whether it be your title, your description, the URL, what they see in the search results from you is what's going to have a major effect on your click-through ratio. So if that's the case, then the natural question is, how do we write high converting titles and descriptions? This is something that we should really pay attention to. So how do I figure out what is the best example for my website? I have a product right now. I don't know too much about it. I don't know too much about the market. And in this example, I don't know what exactly attracts more attention to the product. I don't know what kind of people are looking for it, what exactly people are looking for in the search results when they're researching for this product. These are things that we need to figure out, and the best way to do that is by borrowing from top ranking websites. Okay, so I'm going to explain exactly how I do this. So in this video example, I have a website called Modern Keto Plan, and for this example, I'm going to be promoting a product called Easy Custom Keto. So as you can see, I'm in the keto niche, and I'm just going to act like I'm brand new, I don't have any information, and I'm just looking to create a high converting title and description for my next article or promotion piece. So what I want to do is I want to go to Google and I want to search for keywords that I'm trying to rank for. So for an example, the first one is going to be a keto plan for beginners. Let's start there. And then what I'll do is I'll open up a new tab. So I'll go ahead and open up actually two of them. So open up this one and I'll have this one open as well. And then on the second tab, I'll go ahead and do the same thing. So I'll type in something similar to that. What I can actually do is do keto for beginners. And then I'll actually just click space and then go down and just choose something like keto for beginners meal plan. Boom. And then on the third tab, we'll do something similar. We'll type in custom keto diet plan. Boom. So these are all keywords related to my product that I'm trying to rank for. So we got keto plan for beginners, keto for beginners meal plan, and custom keto diet plan. Now, obviously, you're not going to get everything from these, but this is going to give you a good idea of how you can set up a good title. And it also will give you some good information and insight on your description as well. So I'm just going to enable Mozbar here, just to kind of get some additional insight, such as like the domain authority and the backlinks. And the only reason why I want to bring this up myself personally is just because the higher the domain authority, it might also be a good indication that they have good titles as well, just because they got more experience and more backlinks and just, they've been around more. So they might have a better titles that we can choose from. A custom keto diet tailored to you. I like that. A personalized keto diet plan is detailed nutritional strategy developed by experts and specifically designed to make losing weight. This is a very attractive title and description for someone who types in custom keto diet plan. You should take a look at the first 5 search results and not the ads. Right now, I actually have an ad blocker on, but if I was to just disable it, you want to ignore those ads. Let's just go ahead and disable this real quick and refresh the screen, and you'll see ads that come up. You want to ignore these. And just below the ad, you just want to focus on these first 5 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are ones that are actually ranking. So what we're basically doing here is we're just using these as a template. We're not stealing, we're ethically borrowing. And I kind of want to share that with you because it's a saying that Dan Kennedy uses a lot, is you want to ethically borrow. There's no reason to reinvent the wheel when you can already use what works. If you don't know, Dan Kennedy is the godfather of marketing. So I'm on my personal profile here. I just want to show you magnetic marketing. I actually just saw him talk about this. So it's pretty convenient that he says this. So we're going to go to right here. He says 5 quick creativity cheats. So if you scroll through, steal and adapt what's already built. Let's keep going. Work backwards. Be market/buyer driven in almost everything you do. I love that. Swipe, swipe, swipe legally and ethically. So we're swiping from the top ranking websites, and doodads is inspiration. So you can use other people's doodads or doohickeys is inspiration. So in this case, we're going to be doing some ethical swiping. So if we go back, we're going to look at these first 5 results and use them as templates. And remember what I was saying earlier, when it comes to video titles that you're trying to rank for, you can use the thumbnail and the title and the description. Now, in this case, we're ranking for custom keto diet plans. So they have that key phrase in their description, and they also have it in their title. And if you look close enough, it has it in the thumbnail, diet custom keto diet. So this is even though these are ads, these are the stars that I was telling you about. It really helps with the click-through ratio. It's very effective. And you'll see stuff like that on these websites with ratings. I actually just read an article, and you can fact check this because I didn't really check out the resources, but I read an article yesterday saying that what they did, they done some testing, like on some A/B split testing, and ratings that have like 4.1 or 4.5, they actually have a higher click-through ratio than ratings with the straight 5 out of 5. So ratings that have 5 out of 5 get less click-through rates than ratings that have like 4.1 or 4.5. So I thought that was really interesting because it gets into like almost the human psychology of, it's too perfect, it's maybe too good to be true, so people will avoid it and they'll go for the one that's like got 158 votes, 2,000 reviews, but it only has 4.4 rating. So that's really interesting. But the stars, what I was saying earlier though, just getting back to just the effectiveness of this when it comes to your click-through ratio. So just keep that in mind if you have like an e-commerce type website or any type of website with the product and it has a rating system. So if we just scroll through, and I'm going to go ahead and disable these ads again. I'm going to disable it, refresh the screen. So what I'm picking up from here is I'm getting a lot of 7-day free keto plan, 7-day for beginner, 1 week, 1 week keto plan for beginners. That's kind of what I'm getting here. So I'm going to go to my notepad and I'm going to type that in. 1 week keto plan beginners. Now you want to take this inspiration from the first 5. So in this case, we got 14-day keto meal plan. This is 2 weeks. The next one is a free 7-day keto plan. So that's one we can use as free. Include that in there. The keto diet 7-day menu and comprehensive food list. A keto diet meal plan and menu that can transform your body. So I'm going to go ahead and include the week. In this case, I'm going to choose a 14 days since the first one is actually ranked for 14 days. So I'll go ahead and put 14-day keto plan for beginners. So I'm going to keep this one up just because we still need to cover the description, and I'm going to go over to the next one. And what I'm looking for is just kind of just an idea of what I can use here. So for this case, it's custom keto diet plan. And here we have, so for here we can, let's see, 8-week custom keto diet plan, a custom keto diet plan tailored to you, 14-day keto meal plan with recipes, customizable keto meal plan, get your custom keto diet plan. So I definitely want to have, in this case, the main key phrase. All of these are ranking for it. So let's go ahead and type that in, custom keto diet meal plan, custom done for you keto diet meal plan. I like it. So that's the second thing I got from this. So let's go ahead and go over to this one right here. So keto for beginners meal plan. Actually, let's go here. Keto plan for beginners. So these are kind of both related here. So I'm just going to stick to these two for now because the first ones are kind of related. We got keto for beginners meal plan and then keto plan for beginners, which is almost the same thing. So we're just going to stick to these. So we got 14-day keto plan for beginners and then custom done for you keto diet meal plan. So let's see how we can go ahead and mix up these tiles and kind of put them together. And one thing that you don't want to do is you don't want to go over this, I believe it's 79 or 71 word count for your descriptions. So I'm just going to use a tool that I always go to, and it's called Online Character Count. I'm using this website here called Character Count Online, and you can use this to count how many characters that you have in your sentence. And Google has a limit of, I believe it's 71 or 69 word count in the titles, and you just want to make sure that you're not going over that count. And I know with YouTube the count is 100, so we can use this for not only just the titles but also for descriptions as well, or if we're creating a blog post and we want to reach a certain number, we want like 500 words, but we can put it in here. And I normally put my stuff in here to not only just count the characters but also to do like a spell check, because when I start typing stuff in here, my Grammarly pops up and I'm able to do spell checks, ones that I'm not able to do on the notepad. But at any rate, let's go ahead and just use this as an example, and we want to make sure that we're not going over that character count. So I actually just looked it up. I wanted to make sure. It says here that they typically show the first 50 to 60 characters of a title tag. So keep your titles under 60 characters. And so we can use this. There's another one called wordcounter.net, and we can use that to just make sure that we're not going over the 50 to 60 character limit. Another way you can go about this is if you go to your website and you go to, let's just say if you're adding a new post, and if you have an SEO plugin. So if you don't have it already, this is how you do it. We can just go to plugins, type in Yoast SEO. So once that comes up, you just click on install now. Then if we go to add new, all right, you see it down here. All right, so we got Yoast SEO for modernketoplan.net. And so right here where you'll see SEO, just make sure that this tab is up, and then you go down, you got a meta description right here, and you got the SEO title. Now this will actually fill in once you put the title in here. So we're going to use these two as an example. We just go to 14-day keto plan. We're going to try to mix these up, and we'll take these two and let's see, try to put these together like that. 14-day keto plan for beginners, 14-day custom done for you keto diet plan for beginners, keto diet done for you keto diet meal plan for beginners. We'll go down and see, and as you can see, it's a red line. That means it's way too long. And we can also take this and put it in the word count, and it'll give you that exact count. So this is exactly 60 characters. So this isn't bad. So we can just go ahead and use this. So I got this in here. I put them both together and I put 14-day custom done for you keto diet meal plan for beginners. It's exactly 60 characters. So I'm going to go ahead and just use that. I'll go ahead and put that in as so. Then if I scroll down, Yoast SEO is going to want me to have a focus key phrase. So I'll just put in a custom keto plan. Milk. Let's put plan. Custom keto plan. And that's the focus key phrase. And perfect. So Yoast SEO gives me a green light. That means it's good. Now we have other factors in here, such as the text length, the meta description length. We currently don't have a description. We're getting ready to work on that. And then, so right now the key phrase length is good. Our focus key phrase is custom keto plan. That's in the title. Actually, and so in this case, the key phrase isn't in the title. So we want to make sure that we just kind of customize either this around the key phrase, or we can customize the key phrase around the title. In this case, I want to rank more for this title, so I'll use something that's already in here. So keto plan for beginners, we'll just use that as the focus key phrase, and that'll actually give us this green light here. So we got these open. We can kind of do the same thing. What I normally like to do is if I have a sales page, or if I already have some content, and I'll normally take the catchy headline and I'll put that as the meta description and kind of rearrange words and add some stuff and remove some stuff and just use that as like the baseline template. But in this case, I don't. This is a fresh website. So what I can do is I can just come to the search results and just get some inspiration from here and use that same exact strategy. So in this case, our main title is a 14-day meal plan for beginners, done for you meal plan for beginners, keto plan for beginners. So we do the same thing here. Let's see. Something that's related. This 14-day keto diet meal plan includes recipes and shopping, everything you need to start. This kind of looks good. So I just take one or two of these and then we don't want to plagiarize, but we want to, okay, I'm not using recipes in a shopping list. See how I did that? Now I can go with this, or we can just kind of keep adding to it. But that same thing applies. You want to make sure that you don't have a long title. So I believe so let's just go ahead and put it in here. This is 104 words. We take this and if we put it in Yoast SEO, it'll actually tell us. So let's put it in the meta description. See, up to 156 characters, but right now it's under 120 characters. So let's just go ahead and add more to that. We can just lengthen the words. Start your customized ketogenic journey. All right. Let's add some more to this. So the downloadable and printable, yeah, that's what we're doing. Downloadable and printable, we can add that in there. This downloadable and printable 14-day downloadable, okay, downloadable and printable keto diet meal plan includes everything that you will need to start your customized ketogenic journey. We go back over and then we put that in there. Let's see, paste that and this. Boom, we're done. So as you can see, we got the meta description fully padded out. We got the key phrase in there. We used inspiration by ethically borrowing from a couple different search results that has similar content to what we're creating. And then we have a nice title that fits the character count for Yoast SEO, and we have a meta description that fits the SEO metrics as well. Like we have a good gauge on everything. So another place that you can put your meta description is right over here. I'm using optimized press, so I'm just going to go ahead and put that in there as well. And that's how you do it. So that's how you create a high converting title and description for your content piece. So that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Just to recap real quick, we went over how to use the strategy of pulling up 2 to 3 different tabs of search results that contain our key phrase, and we're just swiping them, taking the ideas, combining them together, rearranging the words, taking some stuff out, adding some stuff, and then we use that for our title and our description. This is how you create a high converting title and description for a market that you're just entering, or if you have a product that you don't know much about, use this video as your example and you should be good to go. All right, so yeah, that'll pretty much be it. I hope you enjoy. If you like content like this, then I highly recommend that you check out my website in the description, jonathancoast.net. You'll see it. I talk about everything when it comes to generating traffic and increasing sales. Be sure to check out the tools and the resources below. I'll have all of these websites and everything that I talked about in this video. And with that said, I will see you in the next video. See you then.